What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to A Dose of Pokemon. If you're new to the channel, hi there. Today I'm back with one of my monthly videos and series of the Pokemon TCG investment collecting guide, which sets are hot right now. So here's the thing. I know there's going to be some comments saying like, oh, okay, well, all the sets you're going to talk about are going to be difficult to find in stores regardless. And yes, that is true. Like, I've been going to Target, I've been going to Walmart, I've been going to GameStop. There's nothing in stock. There's literally no cards in stock, and the only ones that you can find are like the Battle Academies. No one's picking those up, or like those Battle EX boxes, whatever. No one is picking those up. People are going for the sets. They're going for Prismatic Evolutions. They are going for Surging Sparks. That makes sense. Now, I am going to talk about more of the recent sets because while they are, like we all know, they're difficult to find in stores and expensive online, they are more accessible and lower priced than things that we see right here on screen, like this X and Y booster box for $1,500. Or if you want to go a little bit older, back into like 2011 with the black and white era, that's $2,800. Or go even a little newer, like come back to the Sun and Moon era with Team Up. You're paying $3,200, market price is $3,200 for a Team Up booster box. That's a lot of money, and for that $3,200, you can pick up an ample amount of the newer sets right now that in a couple of years, those will also continue to go up in price, and you may see them on this screen. You may see them at a very high price. Like we see this Umbreon VMAX, the alternate art secret, the Moonbreon. We see here market price of $1,700. This set came out, Evolving Skies came out in 2021. So it's a fairly, it's a 4-year-old set at the time, or probably around August, it'll be 4 years. But that's still a decently new set, you know? Or if you want to go for a case of Evolving Skies, like $5,600. Anyway, let's get right into the first set. And it's going to be Journey Together. And I know you're going to say, oh, well, this set's not even out in stores. It's coming out March 28th. And I know, but it's always good to be a little bit proactive and kind of just, you know, follow the market and pick up a set that's going to be coming out very soon. And that's why I added it to March's video, this month's video, because it's coming out in March. And here's the thing. This usually retails, I think, for around like $160, or like the Pokemon Center. Let's see. I cannot type today. The Pokemon Center, I think, has it for around like $160. And the thing that I like about this is it comes with a promo. Let's see if we can go to trading card. Wow, the website's actually really slow. I don't know why. Let's see if we can find the booster packs right here, and you can already see they are sold. Wow, let's take a look at Journey Together. Here's the thing, they are sold, but they usually go up back in stock from time to time, as you can see right here, 161. They go up back in stock from time to time. And the first round of pre-orders I missed on both of the Elite Trainer boxes and the booster box, which is what they call Enhanced Booster Box. It has 36 packs and the 1 promo. However, they had a second round in which I was able to pick up 2 of the Elite Trainer boxes, and there was only a purchase limit of 2 anyway, which was the amount I was going to pick up regardless. I was able to pick up this, but I missed out on the booster box. So booster box, while it's retail or MSRP, whatever you want to call it, 161, its market price is 215, and I think that's going to kind of, it may go down a little bit, but it may, you know, go up. Now that there's a promo inside the booster box too, it's probably going to stick around at that same price. But nonetheless, I still think long-term getting a booster box and Elite Trainer box from each set is crucial. Of course, you want to make sure you have the budget. If you only have the budget for Elite Trainer box, then you go for Elite Trainer box. But if you have the budget for a booster box, then go for a booster box. If you have a budget for both, you go for both. So you just got to plan accordingly. Now, the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box, which is the exclusive one, again, as you saw right here, it's $59.99, but the market price is sitting at $327. This is going to go down for sure. Once people start to get their hands on it, it is definitely going to go down. And I know Pokemon is aware of the situation. They said they're going to be printing more, but the thing is, like, the Pokemon company makes sure to print products months in advance. I mean, we've seen leaks of the Prismatic Evolutions Super Premium Collection, like huge pallets. That has been sitting there. It's going to be coming out in May. So it's already months away, and it's already printed. It's waiting probably in like a warehouse just to be distributed. to be sold when, you know, when the release date happens. So it's important to remember that, you know, sometimes or most times these sets are already printed and they're already done. Their print cycle for the most part, unless they have a reprint, for the most part, like the initial print is kind of like complete, and then whatever they distribute, then that's what they distribute. So again, it kind of ties down to the Pokemon company. They have to be printing more. If they can print more, then sooner or later we'll be able to get our hands on these products. Now, the unfortunate thing is, while there's a lot of people who are going to say, well, now you're investing and you're talking about making money from this. I'm not really talking about making money from this because I'm holding on to these long term. But the truth is, I love collecting. I love collecting Pokemon cards, and I'm not in this just to pick up an Elite Trainer box and sell it on the market for 2-3 times the price that I paid for. I am holding on to products. I've been purchasing products since 2019, but I haven't really, been as serious, or I haven't been sharing these types of videos on this channel until like late 2024. So what I've still tried to do is pick up every single Elite Trainer box, and I've been holding on to, and I plan on holding on to for the foreseeable future. For those who want to do it for a quick buck, I think it's best you leave the hobby and just, let us enjoy the hobby, where we want to collect the cards and we want to just, make content and unbox cards and play the games and, compete in tournaments and things like that. So that's just what I want to say there. But Journey Together is definitely #1 on the list. If you can find these in stores or on pre-orders for decent prices, then yes, just make sure not to fall into the fear of missing out. Like, don't fall into it, because what happened was, like I said, the first round of this right here, I missed it. They just released it like way early in the morning. Like, I was sleeping, and I woke up, I went directly to the Pokemon Center website. First things first, it was already sold out within like an hour. And I was pretty bummed out, but I ended up waiting for another month and a half-ish until I was able to get I had another chance of getting it, and I got it. So hopefully I will be getting an Elite Trainer box, and you'll be seeing an unboxing here on the channel. So subscribe if you haven't already, as we are on the road to 1,000. Moving on from Journey Together, you can probably, the next set is going to be this. Like, you can probably kind of expect the next set to be Prismatic Evolutions. And yeah, this set is really good. It's a really good set. There's really good products in here just in general, and I love it. I love this set. It is an expensive set, and there are, I guess you can say scarcity of this, because you can't. It's, first of all, it's a special set, so it's not a regular set, and it's most times not as printed as much, but I don't know. Like, here's the thing. I haven't seen this in stores. I know a lot of people have come across it. I have not seen it in stores. I have seen empty boxes of the mini tins, but the rest, like, I haven't seen and been able to purchase a Prismatic Evolutions product from stores. So obviously what I did, as what I per usually do, is I go to the Pokemon Center website, and I was able to purchase a Prismatic Evolutions Elite Trainer box when the pre-orders dropped in like November, and the hype was, or like this huge craze for Pokemon wasn't really happening yet. It was kind of picking up, but it wasn't really up there. So I was able to pick it up, around November, when it did, kind of go on pre-order, and I was able to pick up 2. I have one, and I opened the other one, and that's on the channel if you want to check it out. And I did pull, spoiler alert if you haven't watched it, I did pull this Espeon EX, which I have a separate short, but I have the video. It is great. And the market price lightly played is $345. But if we take a look at near mint, like, we are getting $430 for this Espeon EX. And yes, this is a set that I would tell you guys to pick up. Again, try your very best to not fall into the fear of missing it. Try your very best to find it at MSRP, at prices that are reasonable. Don't pick it up for 2-3 times the original amount. Don't pick it up for market price. It's unfortunate local game stores are doing it too. GameStop is overpricing over MSRP, which is unfortunate, and I guess I'll kind of be stepping aside from purchasing products from GameStop for the foreseeable future. That's one of the things I liked about like Target, Walmart, GameStop. They were selling it at MSRP, but if they're going to be selling it at or MSRP price, then I'm going to step aside, because I just don't want to. I know it's like maybe an extra $10, $15, but I just don't want to pay that when I know there's a chance I can pick it up at MSRP. And so far, I have been very successful doing that. I have not kind of went my way to pick up at least English products at market price. Like I'm not going to go and buy a Prismatic Evolutions box for $350. Why? It's out of my budget, number one, and two, I just think it's a little too up. It's a little too much. It's a little too much. Like, you're getting like 11 packs for $350. That's like a lot. That is a lot, and something I'm not going to do myself. That's why I tell you guys, make sure you have the budget and make sure that you're kind of scouring your local stores and online if you can find a good deal. But just try to avoid purchasing at these market prices. However, again, this would be a good set to add to your collection. Next up, we're just kind of going down the list, is going to be Surging Sparks. Surging Sparks is a good set to pick up. Why? We still have this Pikachu EX, the SIR, that's sitting at $450. Like, this is a really good, there are really good cards in Surging Sparks. Again, if you want to, I don't know how, lucky you'll be able to, get your hands on a Elite Trainer Box Pokemon Center exclusive, which is sitting at $168. Not too bad. I mean, if we take a look at the past 3 months, it has since gone up. But in the 6 months, you kind of dipped to like 103 at one point in November. It was sitting at 159, but we have since kind of passed that. And now March 4th, we're sitting at 168.34. And I suspect this to kind of go slowly creep up a little bit more. And that's the thing. If you can find a Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box of each set, regardless of whether it's a regular set or a special set, this one being a regular, pick it up because it's exclusive to the Pokemon Center. You get an extra promo with that Pokemon Center stamp. You get 2 extra packs. You're not going to be able to find that in stores. Booster box has also gone up in price. As you can see right here, like 3 months ago in December, we were sitting at $208. Right now, we're sitting at $260. And if we kind of go to the beginning of September when it was out on pre-orders, sitting at $127. I kind of wish I picked it up at that price at $127, but unfortunately I did not. And now it's sitting at $260. Will this continue to go up? Probably over time it will. Like I said, there's a good amount of chase cards in this. Like, even though, we have this Pikachu EX, we still have the Milotic EX, we have the Hyper Rare Pikachu EX, the Hydreigon EX, we have Alolan Executor EX, Lycia's Appeal. We got the just regular illustration rare of Latios. I have, I don't have Latios. Yeah, I don't have that. But we have a decent amount of cards that are sitting at above $30, $40, $50, $60, $100, $200. So it's a good set that I would recommend picking up. And I have been seeing Surging Sparks, like booster bundles right here, in stores. And I've been seeing singles and blisters in stores, and they're sitting on the shelves. Granted, if I go right now, it's probably going to be empty, but I've seen them throughout this entire craze that's been going on. I think this is a good set to pick up. And of course, I do have an unboxing of the Elite Trainer box on my channel. Again, check it out and subscribe if you haven't already. Next up, we got to go with the Scarlet and Violet 151, because I don't know, this is just a set that's been, doing very well. So here's the thing. We got the chase card, Charizard EX SIR, and this has been going up over time. As we can see in the past 6 months, in September it's sitting at 122, which is not, compared to 292, oh, it's much cheaper. If we go to last year, like April, sitting at 102, that's a great price compared to what we have right now, 292. That's a chase card. But on top of that, we get other really good cards. We get the Blastoise EX SIR, Venusaur EX SIR. We get Zapdos EX SIR, which I actually do have, which I'm really happy about. And let's do this. It's not lightly played. Mine is near mint. It's not lightly played. So like right now, it's sitting at $70. I mean, a year ago, it was sitting in the 30s. So not too bad. It's gained about $40 in the past year-ish. But still, it's a really good card. I also do have this Alakazam EX SIR. I do have this Squirtle illustration rare. But most importantly, my favorite is this right here, the Scarlet and Violet Ultra Premium Collection. Do keep in mind, this is a special set. You're not going to be able to find booster boxes. $329.31, $330 for a market price. And last year around like May, June, like in the early summer, late spring, early summer, Costco had this for like 80, 90 bucks. I think it was like $90. I picked up two. I opened one up on the channel. I kind of wish I kept that sealed, but I still have one sealed for $3.29, and I paid $90. So that's a very, very good deal. And this you're not going to be able to find probably, again, I don't think it's going to be virtually really difficult to find this in stores, at least this ultra premium collection. Because while you're going to get foil promo cards and that metal card that you're not going to find elsewhere, so that's just one thing. Like, you already have promos in there, you're not going to be able to find from other sets or other bundles. And now, if you were able to pick up the Elite Trainer box, the Pokemon Center 151, oh, you're really lucky, because I know the MSRP $59.99, but right now the market price is sitting at $414. If you picked this up a year ago, 101. That's in 1 year, it went from $100 to $400, a $300 increase in 1 year. That's about $1 a day. So each day it increased by $1. Now, how easy is it to find this in stores? It's going to be a little bit more difficult, because why? Here's the thing. One, this came out in 2023, in the summer of 2023, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult to find, and it's a special set. But as you can see, these prices are really high up there. I mean, just a regular Elite Trainer box that I'm very grateful I picked up. I wasn't even going to pick up the set. You know, I was just taking care of other things. I was not too invested. I was in Pokemon at the time. Like, I just was like, if I missed the set, it's okay. You know, I'll just pick up the next set. But good thing I didn't do that, and I ended up picking up an Elite Trainer box of 151 for $49.99. I think I paid $49.99. Sitting at $202 right now. Now, if you are lucky, you may find these for a little bit cheaper. Again, don't go and pick these up at market price. Pick them up for a little bit cheaper. If you can find the Alakazam EX collection, if you can find the 151. Right now, the big thing is the Blooming Waters, which I don't see here, so I'm gonna have to look that up. Right here. Which I don't know why they put in miscellaneous, but this right here, I mean, I was able to actually pick up a couple days ago a 2-pack from Costco for $99.99 for $100 a 2-pack, and each single one goes for $139.68. And with this, you're getting you know, some promo cards, but you're also getting 12 booster packs, which is not too bad, but still $139.68. And you know, the thing is, I'm probably going to keep both of these sealed. I don't even think I'll be opening them up because, you know, I feel content with what I have right now. I don't have the Charizard EX and the Blastoise or Venusaur SIR, but I feel content with what I have right now. I don't plan on opening it up. So I'm going to hold on to these, but I was able to pick it up from Costco. Now, here's the thing. I do follow a couple of like these Pokemon news and stock alert like profiles from X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and those kind of keep me updated. Sometimes I miss it out or miss out on it. I said miss it out. That was completely wrong. That did not make sense. It's getting late here, so my apologies. But anyway, so I don't miss out on deals like that. So definitely, I would recommend, you know, following those types of pages, because they do get to alert you on these deals. And I was able to pick it up because of that. So yeah, Scarlet and Violet, it's going to be on this. It's going to be on this list for a little bit longer. Next up is going to be Paldean Fates. This one's a little bit newer. It came out at the beginning of 2024, but it's a special set. So let's do shop the set. We got this Mew EX, which just like skyrocketed in price, which took everyone by storm. Like, this was, look at this, 1 year ago, this was sitting at $70. It was in the 70s, you know, $70, $80, and then just skyrocketed to $340. Well, that's the light plate hollow foil. Let's do near mint. There we go. Okay, so coming track back. Yeah, it was still in the 70s, 80s, you know, it went to high 80s, 90 at one point. But, you know, pretty much up until October, like mid-October, it was sitting in less than 100. Then it went up to 120. And, yeah, we had a peak of 421 in end of January, beginning of February. Now it's sitting at, you know, 361, but that's still high up there for this Mew EX. And that's the most valuable card in the set. Obviously, next we have the Charizard SIR, then we have the Gardevoir EX SIR. But what I've been doing is, like, I've seen a lot of these. Like, I've seen a lot of these Iron Treads EX tins. I've seen a lot of the Iron or Great Tusk EX tins, and people weren't buying these. Like, they were just sitting there. Now they're buying it because of this huge hype, but people weren't buying it before. I bought an initial set. I didn't buy any more of at least Great Tusk and Iron Treads because the fact is, like, I already have a decent amount. I'm not going to go and buy any more. But if it was this Charizard EX, because it was a set of 3, and I would see this is the one I would pick up. In fact, you would go to stores and you would find the Great Tusk and Iron Treads EX tins, but you couldn't find any of the Charizard EX. So I knew that this was going to be up there more in price. While those were sitting in like the 40, 50s, this is sitting at $73.57 unopened. And I think I have like 4 of these, 4 or 5 at this point. And I'm just going to be holding on to them long term. And you're probably going to say, oh, 4 or 5, you're scalping them. No, I didn't go all at once and buy it. Well, here's the thing. No one was buying them. I mean, if people were buying them, then yeah, I would kind of, give you guys credit. But no, they were just sitting on the shelves. Like, no one was buying it. So having some mic issues. Give me a moment. Okay, I'm back. Solved that mic issue, hopefully. And yeah, like I said, like no one was buying them they were just on the shelves. No one was buying them. So I was like, well, why don't I just buy them and add them to my collection? And not only that, I mean, look at this international tin, the Charizard EX. This is $59.48, and this is more than just like the regular tins that we would get here in the US. So I would pick those up too. Obviously, you can pick up like a set of 3, and those are going up high up there. If you do find any of these collections with Quackavolt EX, or if you find Skeledirge EX, Meowscarada EX, like I would recommend you guys picking those up. But until if you don't, well, too bad. But I think you'll be able to find these in stores. Once this craze kind of slows down a little bit. Like I've been lucky, and I've seen like this Paldean Fates booster bundle in stores, and this set is only going to perform much better over time. It's going to keep going up there. Like I have an Elite Trainer box of this, and initially I thought the set wasn't the greatest, but it's turning out to be pretty good. It's sitting at $237.98 unopened, and I bought this for $59.99. So that does say a lot. I wouldn't miss out on Paldean Fates. If you find this in stores, definitely be sure to get your hands on it. The next one I want to talk about is actually one that like I honestly never thought I would be talking about. And it's going to be this one, the Scarlet and Violet base set. This one caught me off guard by storm. And here's why. First of all, the prices weren't really high up there. But second of all, this right here, the Drowsy, like this was not the most expensive card in the set until recently. I think it was the Gardevoir EX that was the most expensive card. This was not up there. Look at this, in mid-February, this was worth $81 brand new. And the funny thing is I do have this card. I did pull it from a set, but this just skyrocketed. Now, as you can see, it has slowly dropped in price, but it's still kind of sitting there as the most valuable card in the set. So, goes to show this regular illustration rare of this Drowsy means illustration rares in general, I don't think should be slept on. Many people are sleeping on them. They're just kind of avoiding, they're like, whatever, it's just an illustration rare. But there are some who actually really care about it and are using it to their advantage and picking them up when they're low in price, and then over time they go up in value. Now, I do also have the Slowpoke, which is crazy that I have the first and third most valuable card. Like, you would expect this Miraidon EX, that's some great artwork, to be up there. It's sitting at like $27. Koraidon EX is sitting at $20. Like, I would expect these cards to be up there. They're not. Gardevoir's even more affordable than the Drowsy. Now, I don't know how easy it is going to be to find a Scarlet and Violet ETB, but I've seen them very recently, maybe like a month and a half ago. And again, they were sitting on there on the shelves. I didn't pick them up. I don't need to, but once this craze really picked up, yeah, they were gone. Like I said, right now, if I go to like my local stores that carry Pokemon, you're not going to find anything. I won't be able to. But for me, I have this, the Scarlet and Violet Elite Trainer box. And sitting at a market or the most recent sale is 195, but it's sitting around like 180. So that's not too bad, not too bad. For a base set, I think this is doing pretty good. The Scarlet and Violet booster box, I feel like over time this will also go up. I mean, as you can see right here, like the past 6 months, even into the past year, like it was sitting less than $100, which I kind of wish I did pick up. Unfortunately, I did not. So that's something I do regret, and I kind of wish I did, but this is one I definitely keep on this set, or on this list for at least the month of March. And obviously, I don't want to end it without talking about Crown Zenith. And there are some, obviously, there's the Fusion Strike and the Lost Origin Evolving Skies, but again, those are getting a bit harder to pick up. They're a little bit older sets, and those are going to be even more expensive than the ones that we're talking about right now. But again, if you find any of those older sets, pick them up. If you find Champions Path, pick it up, whatever it may be. Like if you find it, like, I don't know, at like a online Facebook Marketplace, if you find it like at a garage sale, whatever it is, like pick them up. But Crown Zenith is also a very good set. I think this is the special set for 2023, like January, February of 2023. But we got the Giratina V-Star. Market price is sitting at 210. Like, look at that in the past 3 months. It went from 116 to 210, almost a $100 increase. That's really good. Yeah, from 97 to 210 in the past year, it was sitting at 81. It kind of went up and then went back down. But yeah, this is the chase card right now. The second most valuable card is going to be the Arceus, or some people call Arceus V-Star. Like, that is high up there. I don't know why that's not really showing. But it was sitting at $60, dropped into the 50s, but it's since gone up to like 134. And I'm actually really grateful I have this card. I have a pretty decent amount of good cards from Crown Zenith. I have the Origin Form Galaga V-Star. Let's see what else I have. I do have some of those tins. Like, I have the Glacian V-Star. I have the Deoxys V-Max. I kind of wish I had the Raikou, Entei, and Suicune V, but I don't. I don't know if I'll pick those up separately, but for the time being, I think I won't. It's just a little bit outside my budget. But if you find these tins, which I randomly came across back in October at like a Target in like Pennsylvania, as I was driving through, I was like, let me just stop by and see what they got. So I was able to pick up, I think I picked up at the time, I may have picked up the Moltres, I think. I'd have to check again, but yeah, if you find these, any type of Crown Zenith products, pick them up. I mean, look at this. The Elite Trainer Box Plus from the Pokemon Center, I think this was like 60 to 70 bucks. It's currently sitting at, what, 249 or 240? That is really good, 240. And when we take a look at the past year, like, it was in the hundreds, 120, 115, 117. And then, December started to pick up, and now it's sitting at, 260. That's very good. $260, $240. Right now it's sitting around $240, $260. But it's going to continue to go up as this set becomes harder to pick up. But that's really it for, I guess, the month of March. If you guys want to see like older sets to add to your collection, it's definitely something I want to dabble into more. I would love to add more of like older vintage cards into my personal collection, which I have not already. Like, for example, if I had a team up booster box, that'd be really nice. Or if I had like a base set booster pack, that would also be really cool. Again, that's something, as the channel continues to grow, I plan on investing all of my earnings, revenue back into this channel, back into the collection, so I can showcase more of these and share my experience of collecting and all that stuff with you guys. So definitely be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're getting super close. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. And definitely be sure to comment down below thoughts, opinions, whatever it may be. I have a bunch of video ideas I plan on, putting out here on the channel, on top of like the update videos that I have of like the Pokemon TCG market and all that stuff, and like product updates and things like that. But like some of the video ideas, like starting a Pokemon collection in 2025 with $100 a month, is that doable? I personally think it is. And then I want to share with you guys like how my Pokemon collection grew over $2,000 in value in just 1 month. And then how I have my personal goal to grow my Pokemon collection to at least $25,000. I may update that, but $25,000 in 2025. I may update that to be a little bit higher. and then talking about like the TCG future and predictions that I have for at least for the remainder of 2025. So some video ideas I have. So stay tuned to the channel. And like I said, subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000. That's been it for me from A Dose of Pokemon. I'll catch you guys in the next video.